Salutations everyone! Today I'm going to give you the rundown of how it all went down at EGLX 2016 on the Melee side of things. We had 4 of the gods in attendance once again, as well as the return of Leffen, his first North American tournament in a hot minute. And unfortunately Armada decided to drop out due to not feeling well on day 2, so he dropped that game. I think we would much rather see him, drop out of the game, even though we don't get to see him, than to see him lose while not, at perfect health. I don't know personally what was going on with him, but that was an absolute shame considering what transpired with what happened in top 8. Picking up that peach slack, though, was our boy Mac D with a strong 4th place finish. Very, very good, solid stuff from Mac D, even in the games that he did lose. So here are your results. Liquid's own Hungrybox taking the number 1 spot yet again, 3-0ing Mango in grand finals without, really much of a sweat. A hollow victory for him, I'm sure, because for him, it's all about Armada and that number 1 spot. He's been taking Mango to the mattresses this entire year, so he's not having trouble against anybody but Armada. He's winning every tournament that, Armada isn't in or when he drops out. And, sometimes he's beaten Armada, but, the last time they encountered each other there at Smash Summit 2, it was, it was close, but Armada did come out on top, regaining that throne. So in 3rd place, we had Mewtwo King, once again showing flashes of brilliance. Now, he didn't need to beat Armada this time, but he took out Mango, and sent him to losers, but once again, he couldn't finish off the god that he sent to losers after beating them in winners, this time with Mango. And then we have 4th place with Mac D. Axe in 5th place, very strong finish. He was the one who sent Leffen to losers. And then we have Duck, also in 5th, who was the one who eliminated Leffen in a sweet 3-1 set. And then we have our Ices, our top Ices player, Fork, there with 7th, and in tie with 7th, we had Leffen in there. Other notables, West Ball's a very disappointing 9th place finish. Definitely should have been in top 6 there based on what we know. But, these last 3 tournaments, he just hasn't shown, what we saw him do earlier in the year. But now we've seen Axe, taking a step up and having an impressive win over Leffen 3-2. So this is how Hungrybox's tournament went out. He 3-0'd Axe, poor Axe. He's the gatekeeper for a lot of players he is the 2nd best player in the world, according to the current seedings, and he is unquestionably the best player in North America. As we can see, this is like his 6th tournament win, of the year. And the dude's just unstoppable. Axe just can't beat Hungrybox. Mewtwo King just, got a little close on this tournament, dropping 3-2 there in winners finals. But he couldn't, take out Hungrybox yet again. And then Mango having his troubles with Hungrybox once again, and Hungrybox taking that in grand finals 3-0. A victory, but a hollow one at that, because we know that what Hungrybox is after is Armada. He's beaten him twice so far this year. He dropped his last set, so it was unfortunate we didn't get to see a rematch with him, or an Armada rematch with Mango from Genesis, or Armada rematch from Mewtwo King from Smash Summit. So, it is definitely disappointing that Armada did have to drop out. But Mango had a strong showing outside of that 3-0 drubbing that Hungrybox gave him in grand finals, taking him twice on Yoshi's story in the last 2 sets. Really capitalizing on the edge guards. He throw at the wall of pain right there, getting the up throw to rest combos, the up throw to up air to rest tech chase. Mango was teching in place. He wasn't rolling away, and Hungrybox came back from that deficit there in game 3, and he was able to take his 2nd stock without any percentage, and then rested him in the tournament winner. So Mango 3-0's Fork. We know that those Ices have troubles with the Spaceys and the Jigglies and the Peaches. And then Mango has a solid 3-0 against Mac D, who showed, some pretty good tech in the victories that he did have. But he saw, a lot harder time trying to take out Mango, even more so than he did against Mewtwo King. Mango loses 3-2 to Mewtwo King on winner's side of things. And then back into losers, he beats Mewtwo King 3-1. In the first set, Mewtwo King went Sheik in the first game, lost, and then went with Marth for the 3 victories as well as one of the losses versus Mango's Falco. Bringing out the Falco for one of the few times this year. Mango's been sticking with Fox for the vast majority of this calendar year, and it was kind of surprising to see him take out the Falco. Maybe, he wanted to give Mewtwo King a different look, but his Marth definitely had him figured out, was doing good stuff off of the ledge. Very few mistakes that Mewtwo King was making with that Marth. We saw him making a lot of mistakes against Mango. Earlier on in the year, trying to go for up tilts at lower percents than he should have, especially on FD, and dropping some possible combos. But we didn't see any of that in this game. His Marth was able to do very well against the Falco. But then on loser's side of things, Mango switched back to the Fox, and we didn't see any Sheik out of Mewtwo King, and he stuck with the Marth, and Mango won that set 3-1, which was very unfortunate because in the last 2 games where he looked like he could have staged a comeback, he got 3 phantom hits in 2 games, which was so incredibly crucial. It's like Armada's RNG ran out with his luck after pulling 3 Stitch Faces and a Babomb in Smash Summit 2 in 1 game versus Axe, which was a shame. So his RNG ran out. But it seems like once again, Mewtwo King getting the sour side of things with those phantom hits. 3 in 2 games, which has to hurt you. Not only do you lose the neutral or you miss a possible kill, a down air got phantom, which would have been a kill there, I believe, on Yoshi's story. And then he got an edge guard, which got phantom hitted again, which would have set up a possible kill as well. And they were all very, very crucial. And the third one, he lost neutral because of it. And Mango was able to get, some grab combos out of that phantom hit. So they're tough phantom hits. Mango, was definitely showing better presence with the Fox. He was being a little bit more aggressive and getting more out of his punishes than Falco did, even though, Falco should be getting more off the punishes in those cases. But when it came to that Marth matchup, Mango was definitely showing better things in the combo and punish game with the Fox. Unfortunately, those 3 phantom hits definitely put a damper on that otherwise great set where that cost Mewtwo King easily 2 stocks. 2 of those 3 phantom hits cost him stocks, and the third one cost him neutral, which, just throws a wrench into absolutely everything. People might not want to give, the impact that these phantom hits definitely had on these games and these stocks, but they absolutely did. Sure, he gets damage off of it, but he loses neutral, misses a possible edge guard and or a stock there. So that was definitely terrible to see, and what that has to do mentally to you when you get a phantom hit, that sucks. But when you get 2 phantom hits in 1 game, that has to hurt and that has to get inside your head. But when you get 3 in 2 games, boy, does it take a strong mental fortitude to not let that get to you. And he dropped 3-1 on a loser's side of things to Mango. And then, of course, we have Armada, who dropped out. He gets 17th place. Leffen with 7th place. Which many people, might have been a little bit disappointed. The return of Leffen, we wanted to see him fight Mewtwo King or Mango or Hungrybox, but unfortunately we didn't get to see that. I didn't think he was going to drop that game to Duck after he took the first game. But Duck was trapping him on platforms so well with the back wave dashes into his down smash, and then he got him off stage with edge guarding sequences. Many of them were very flawless with his missiles and his charge shots and his forward and up tilts, keeping him off stage and sealing those kills. Axe, on the other side of things, who took 5 games to beat Leffen, he was also trapping him on platforms a little bit, but his aerial chains were much more crucial. He was, calling out his air dodges and those missed attempts that Leffen had. Axe was able to greatly punish him, especially in that 5th game where he got that 0 to death and just took him to town on those final 2 stocks. even with only 77% on the conversion for the refreshed stock, he was able to get the edge guard once again. Leffen taken out not by Mango, not by Mewtwo King or Hungrybox, but our boy's Duck, which we know he does have some problems with Samus's. If you remember, Plup from last year having one of the best sets, I think, of 2015 against him. So we know if you can get those edge guards, and especially trapping him on corners with your tilts and down smashes, Leffen is going to have some trouble when you get him off stage. And then with Axe, he was able to have a stronger neutral game and punish him very, very hard with those aerial combos, setting up some snipes on the Thunder Shocks and getting those spikes off of the aerials. So unfortunately, we did not get to see Leffen, in the tournament situations that we wanted to see him in, but it was glad to see him back. Hashtag free Leffen. Always good to see him in tournament. But we showed flashes of Mewtwo King, what we saw on Smash Summit, what he did against Armada, and we saw a little bit of that again. And he definitely could have beaten Mango twice in this tournament. He did beat him once, but he had a better showing against Hungrybox in the Fox matchup than Mango did, taking Hungrybox to game 5, where Mango got 3-0'd very convincingly. So, they're trading back and forth. That seeding of where these players are showing their effects. And when somebody drops earlier than they should have, whether it's West Balls, whether it's Axe, or whether it's Leffen. So a very, very fun tournament, and Hungrybox reigns supreme once again in an Armada list top 8.